Hey there, fruit lovers! Welcome back to the channel where we unlock the juiciest secrets of the produce world. Are you tired of bringing home a watermelon that's as bland as a soggy cracker? Do you tap, turn, and sniff melons at the store like a detective, but still end up disappointed? Well, no more watermelon heartbreaks. Today, we're diving deep into the art and science of choosing the perfect watermelon. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have all the juicy knowledge you need to pick a winner every single time. Let's get slicing. Before we learn how to pick the perfect watermelon, let's talk about why it matters. Watermelon isn't just a summer fruit, it's the essence of summer. One bad melon can ruin a picnic, but a sweet, juicy one? That's a core memory waiting to happen. According to the USDA, Americans consume over 16 pounds of watermelon per person each year. That's about a small bowling ball's worth. Now imagine carrying all that home, only to find it's pale, flavorless, and mealy inside. No, thank you. So what makes a watermelon worth your time and money? Flavor, sweetness, texture, aroma. The perfect watermelon is crisp but tender, explosively juicy, and naturally sweet. And best of all, you don't need to be a farmer to find one. You just need a sharp eye and a few clever tricks. Let's explore. First up, the field spot, aka the ground spot. This is the creamy patch where the watermelon rested while it was growing. Think of it as the fruit's sunbathing belly. Here's what to look for. A deep yellow or creamy orange spot, good. A white or very pale spot, underripe. Watermelon wisdom. The more time a watermelon spends ripening in the sun, the sweeter it gets. So a bold yellow spot means it was allowed to ripen fully on the vine. Now imagine this. Two watermelons, same size. One has a ghostly white field spot, the other a golden sunset-colored patch. Which one do you choose? If you pick the golden one, congrats! You're one step closer to melon mastery. Next up, the famous knock test. Yes, it's real and it works. Tap the watermelon gently with your knuckles. You're listening for one thing, a deep, hollow sound. Why? Because a hollow sound equals lots of juice inside. A dull thud, too ripe or not ripe enough. A metallic ping, underripe and hard. Pro tip, practice this when the store's quiet. You'll hear the difference more clearly, and once you get the hang of it, you'll feel like a produce whisperer. Melon metaphor. Think of it like drumming on a ripe coconut. It should resonate like music, but tastier. Now this one's a bit of a hidden gem. Have you ever seen those brown, web-like scars on a watermelon skin? That's called webbing. Many people think it's a flaw, but it's actually a mark of sweetness. Why? Because webbing is caused by sugar seeping out during pollination. The more sugar equals the more bees, equals the more scarring, equals the sweeter the fruit. So when you see a melon with a few rugged brown lines, don't pass it up, pick it up. Bonus tip. Look for sugar spots, tiny black dots or crystals on the surface. They're basically sugar crystals formed by concentrated sweetness. Let's talk shape. Believe it or not, symmetry equals quality. Here's why. A uniform shape, round or oval, means the watermelon grew evenly with consistent access to sunlight and nutrients. A lumpy or misshapen melon likely had inconsistent growth or environmental stress. Now, there's no shame in a bumpy melon. It might still taste okay. But if you're aiming for the best, go for one that looks like it came off a production line in fruit heaven. Ideal shape guide. Round melons, often sweeter. Oval melons, usually crisper and denser. Color tells a story, especially when it comes to watermelon rinds. Here's your color checklist. Check, look for a dark green rind with a dull matte finish. Avoid overly shiny or very light-colored melons. Why? A dull sheen equals mature skin. A glossy surface, underripe and immature. And texture matters too. Run your hand across the rind. It should feel firm and tight. Any soft spots? That's a red flag for rot. Optional sniff test. Sometimes a ripe watermelon will have a faintly sweet melony aroma near the stem end. It's subtle, but worth a try. Here's a classic. Heft it. Pick up the watermelon and compare it to others of similar size. The heavier one is usually the juicier one. Why? Because watermelons are about 92% water, so the more it weighs, the more juice it holds. Fun fact: a typical watermelon contains about 5 to 6 cups of water. That's more hydration than a sports drink and way tastier. Check the stem if it's still attached. A dry, curly stem, it was harvested at peak ripeness. A green, stiff stem, it was picked too early. The logic is simple. Ripe watermelons naturally detach from the vine. So if the stem looks like it's holding on for dear life, the fruit's probably not ready. Farmer's tip. In watermelon farms, pickers use the tug test. If the melon comes off easily, it's ready. You may have heard the rumor, male versus female watermelons. Here's the deal. Female watermelons, rounder, equal sweeter. Male watermelons, longer, equal more watery, less sweet. This isn't scientifically confirmed, but it does seem to line up anecdotally. Try comparing both and see for yourself. Try this. Buy one of each and do a side-by-side taste test. Let your taste buds be the judge. Found your perfect melon? Great, but your journey's not over. Storage tips. Keep whole watermelons at room temp. Once cut, store in the fridge wrapped tightly. Cutting tips. Use a long serrated knife. Cut off both ends, then slice down the middle. Use cookie cutters for fun shapes, great for kid snacks. Serving tips. Sprinkle with mint, sea salt, or chili powder for extra kick. Or try grilled watermelon. It's delicious and totally unexpected. Pro tip. Freeze cubes for watermelon ice cubes in your drinks. Super refreshing. Avoid watermelons with soft spots or bruises, dents or holes, unusual smells, moldy or sticky areas. These are signs of internal rot or damage. And trust me, you don't want to cut into one of those. Story time. Once, I picked a melon that looked perfect until I cut it open and found it hollow inside with fermented liquid. Lesson learned. And there you have it, your ultimate guide to watermelon picking. From the field spot to the weight, from sound tests to sugar scars, you now know how to confidently pick a melon that's ripe, sweet, and juicy every single time. So next time you're at the market, go ahead and knock, weigh, and sniff your way to fruit glory. If this video helped you, smash that like button, share it with your watermelon-loving friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more juicy content. Until next time, stay sweet, stay curious, and happy melon hunting!